Sirach chapter 5 verse 15. Be not ignorant of anything in a great matter or a small. Alright, shalom. I'm Zahab, GMS Mississippi Camp. Giving all honor and glory to Yahweh and His Son Yahweh Shai. Giving double honor to the apostles of GMS. And also saying salutation to the elect. Alright, and today's lesson is going to go basically into being well-rounded in the truth. Alright, because pursuing the Proverbs 11 and 1, well, I have it right here. I'm going to read it. It says, Proverbs 11 and 1, a false balance is an abomination to Yahweh, but a just weight is in His delight. So, although, we read scriptures, we do videos, or, we might study, we also have to, be diligent when it comes to what's going on in the world. You know what I mean? We can't hyper focus on one thing and neglect everything else. So the reason why I brought out Proverbs 11 and 1, because we have to be balanced in all things. It says in 1 Corinthians, the 9th chapter, I believe it's the 9th chapter, how basically a man of the Most High is temperate in all things. But another word for temperance, temperate is balance. It's like a plate. It's like a plate or a dish that you're eating out of. You have the steak. Your steak may be the prophecies, but you also have the potatoes and the macaroni, the greens, and that would be, looking up words or watching the news. But in this lesson, I'm going to kind of pinpoint on watching the news because, we can't be ignorant of anything. And the way you become knowledgeable of things is watching, knowing what's going on around you in your local area. So you're watching the local news, who got shot, what road blocked off, what goes back to the scriptures, knowing what's going on locally, but also nationally, knowing what's going on, even, although we watch the alternative news, knowing what's going on in the United States and in Babylon, all right? That goes into that also, all right? Because something may happen that will affect you, but if you don't know that it happened, you're just being ignorant of it. All right, and that part of your job is to not be ignorant. Part of your job is to watch. All right, but also, along with knowing what's going on nationally, internationally as well. All right, knowing what's going on in Iran, Iraq, and linking it back to the prophecies. All right, that's how you add depth to your gifts. You add substance to your spirit and your character, but you add depth to your gifts. All right. And that's something, I try to make myself, or I try to put that effort into doing now. You know what I'm saying? It's important to not be ignorant of any matter, great or small. All right? Put apps in your phone that give you certain alerts. When an earthquake hit, like the shooting in Chattanooga, Tennessee. I had a little alert in my phone that alerted me almost as soon as it happened. But that just making the effort of being not ignorant of any matter that's great or small. And what this is 1 Thessalonians chapter 5 verse 6. It says, therefore, let us not sleep as do others. And when you're being ignorant, you're sleeping because you basically plugged into the matrix, or you just going with the wave, going with the motion. So you're not making that effort to actually understand what's going on around you. All right, and linking it back to the scriptures. All right, that's sleeping. People in the world, 2/3, they're sleeping. All right, because they plugged into the matrix. They go to work, they eat, drink, sleep, deal with their woman, go to the movies, go to a club. They're sleeping. They're not tapping into their third eye, so to speak. They're not tapping into what's going on. They're not tapping into the prophecies. They're not tuning into the watching the elect teach. All right, they're just going with the waves. All right. 1 Thessalonians 5 and 6 again. Therefore, let us not sleep as do others. Who are the others? It's 2/3. But let us watch and be sober. Being sober is basically tuning into the scriptures, watching the news, the local news, the national news, and the world news, the alternative news. All right, being not ignorant of these things is happening. All right. Like I said, it's one thing to be absorbed into the word, and that's beautiful, but you also have to have an eye to like they say in the rap world, keep your ear to the streets. And I ain't talking about in the carnal sense, you know, but stay keen to what's going on around you. All right. But you know, I'm not gonna prolong it. But the key point was basically being well-rounded in the truth and know what's going on around you. All right. Not being ignorant of any matter in the great or small. All right. But with that, I hope you brothers are edified. And to the next lesson, I'm gonna say shalom.